This is a quick walk around video, and this is for a Volvo V40, and it's the 1.6 diesel R design car. As you can see here, 63 plate vehicle. This car's covered literally just over 37,000 miles and is in very nice condition. I'll go around it for you. Front offside bumper corner, absolutely clean as a whistle. Lights, lenses completely intact. Hardly a stone chip of any note on the dashboard, bonnet at all. Very clean. Come down the near side of the vehicle, front bumper corner, very clean. Panel work absolutely mirror smooth on the side. You can't see any indentations at all. Front wing completely clean and unmarked. Front near side alloy very good. Just a little bit of curbing just on the outside edge, you can see there. Just picked up a little bit, and then down the rest of the panel work, but it is very crisp indeed. Rear near side alloy absolutely unmarked. Just come around the back of the car. Lovely angle for these vehicles, very striking looking design actually. I'll just squat down there again just to show you just how clean and crisp that panel work is. Rear parking sensors fit to this vehicle. I'm not sure if it's standard. I'm not an expert on these Volvos, I must admit. They are there, and the rear of the car again unmarked. Offside the vehicle, as with the near side, blemish free in terms of any indentations. Again, all the panel work is very clean. Offside rear alloy, no marks in there at all. And the range of the panel work really is incredibly clean and crisp. It's not to say there won't be the odd very minor little mark that the camera can't pick up on or doesn't pick up on or I've missed, and so I really do implore people to come and have a look at them first. And then the final alloy in this offside front, again very good, as with the other one on the front. It has got a little bit of curbing, you can see there just on the top there, but overall externally we're looking at a car in very nice condition. Coming into the boot area, good sized boot, very nicely finished off and in very nice condition. So coming at the back of the car now, again the whole interior has been kept very nicely, very clean, with a half leather, kind of half sort of Alcantara or suede, whatever you want to call it, on the seats there, but again all been kept very nicely indeed. Passenger side, front door, again very clean, footwell areas all very clean, tidy. Very nice looking cars inside, and they're kept very well. Passenger seat there, you can see it's clean as a whistle. Little R design, emblems embossed into the seats. Come to the driver's door now, again absolutely in lovely condition. All switches, all switch gear, very clean and tidy. Driver's footwell area again, very nicely kept. And the driver's seat itself is in wonderful condition. So sat inside the car now, just to pan around the dashboard for you, but to all intents and purposes it looks pretty much as new in here. Very nice modern design. Goes way over the head of someone as antiquated as me, of course, but it all seems to work exactly as it should. And they said it all been kept very nicely. All the recesses are very nice and clean. Then I come across the main dashboard binnacle. It's a very nice part of the car on these, I must say. It's very impressive. I think if I press a button down here somewhere, there are 37,099 miles now recorded. This video was done just after the road test. Multifunction steering wheel, looks and feels pretty much as new in hand, in all honesty. But it really is, it's a very nice example of what we truly believe to be a very sought after car. What will follow this video will be a road test of this very car. Right then, this is a quick road test video, and this is for a Volvo, and it's a V40 R design, and it's the 1.6 diesel. This particular car is registered at FP63FUB. Mileage at the start of the road test is just 37,094 miles. reason we do the road tests, very simply, is just so customers get to see the cars we're actually selling in operation. So the car you're seeing advertised is the very car here. It's to pick up on any issues that might be on the car, and I can relay them back to you. It's the whole point of the video. Video is also done on the same very quiet country roads just outside our premises, so hopefully it'll be representative of what you'll see yourself when you see the car, or drive the car rather. Just a very brief background to this car. If you know, from look at our website, you'll know that we are predominantly Lexus and Honda specialists. That's what our business model is designed around. This particular car came in on part exchange to us very recently. It's been kept very well indeed, very well serviced. I think all its servicing up to the service that we've just carried out was done by the Volvo main dealers, and it very much drives like it, in all honesty. The engine starts first push of the button, very smooth, very quiet engine actually, very nice in operation. It's got plenty of low down torque, but very sweet revving engines. It's the one thing I will say about Volvo. Their engines are very, very refined through the rev band, and this is exactly the same. But there's absolutely no warning lights on the dashboard relating to the engine or any other part of the car. But the engine itself, as I said, very, very, very sweet indeed. It really is. Engine then feeds through clutch into gearbox. Clutch is smooth in operation. Bite point is exactly where it should be. Bites very, very well. When you put the clutch in or out, there's no change in engine note at all. It's exactly how it should be. That then goes through to this 6-speed gearbox. My first experience of one of these in a Volvo car, and to be fair, it's got a very, very nice gear change. The quality shift is very smooth, it's very easy action, short in throw. It's certainly far, far better than I remember Volvo boxes being many, many, many years ago. They've clearly learnt their lesson, because it's a very, very nice gear change, and it feels tight and crisp in hand. I can't feel any obvious wear in it at all. In fact, the whole car just feels like I'm driving a brand new car, in all honesty. It's got that kind of tightness to it. But in terms of kind of the powertrain of the vehicle, engine, gearbox, clutch, all absolutely spot on. Temperature gauge, by the way, halfway point on the needle. Sorry, I should have pointed that out, which is exactly where it should be, one of these cars. Steering of the vehicle, nicely weighted power steering, nice and precise. Don't have to turn it too far to get the thing to move. Again, what I'm looking for on these road tests is any kind of obvious wear in it. It tracks bullet straight. There's absolutely no vibrations coming back through the steering wheel at all at this or any other speed up to the legal limit. But it feels crisp and tight in hand. Doesn't feel any wear at all through the steering of the vehicle in any way, shape or form. Likewise, the suspension of the car, very, very comfortable actually. Nice, as I said, it's my first trip on one of these, but the ride comfort's very good. It feels very well planted. The car doesn't roll a huge amount through the corners, so it's got sort of nice body attitude. If I go through this one a bit quicker than I would do normally, just to push on, but it holds its line very nicely indeed. But the overriding impression initially is of a car that you could do a long, long trip in very, very comfortably indeed. Noticeable just how quiet it is. This is one of the quietest cars I think I've ever been in. It's very, very, very quiet in here. Hardly any wind noise. Road noise is brilliantly muted. Very impressed actually, I have to say. Certainly in terms of kind of the refinement of the vehicle. But again, what I'm looking for on this kind of road test is just whether the suspension has any kind of looseness to it, or whether it's got any sort of little knocks or clumps from underneath the vehicle, which sometimes you get with age, even with low mileage ones. But there's nothing on this. It's quiet as you like, and there's nothing permeating through into the cabin other than the kind of the dull thuds you get as it goes over the bump, which it's meant to do. Brakes on the vehicle, it's got a lovely solid brake pedal. Hit the brakes, nose goes down straight, evenly. There's no pulsing on the brake pedal, there's no vibrations either, which suggests that discs and pads are all in good order, which clearly they are, because it's just been through an independent MOT and there was no advisories on the braking system at all. Looking around inside the car, in very, very, very nice condition in here, as you'd expect with was a relatively young, low mileage car. Nicely built, nicely laid out as well. You know, I've always been slightly baffled by this centre display, but I've got used to it a little bit more as I've driven it. Obviously got a high up display there now as well. What I particularly like is this dash in front. It's a really stylish design. You get used to it really quickly, and everything in here is working exactly as it should. Air comes pumping out lovely cold air, but it's a very, very, very nice car to drive, I have to say. As I said, the point of the video is really just to briefly show you it's in operation, but to relay back anything I can. But there's nothing on the vehicle that merits a mention in terms of, you know, any faults or anything you should worry about. You know, if you come and drive the car with the intention of purchasing it, you'll be driving away in it. That's all I'll say. There's nothing on it other than good. So, as I always say in the videos, if I've forgotten anything, not intentionally, please do give us a call and I'll happily answer any questions you might have.